Deep in the jungle, the biggest threat is often thirst. Endless trees and not a single source of drinking water anywhere around? If this happens, most people will panic, walking aimlessly until they drop dead of exhaustion or simply give up and die of thirst. But do you have what it takes to survive the ultimate test of endurance? To push forward when all seems lost? When you're desperate enough, you start looking everywhere for a solution? I see a puddle formed by a giant tree root system, a perfect collection point for rainwater. But this isn't just any water. It's stagnant, filled with rotting leaves, sticks, and even dirt. In fact, it looks like a giant petri dish of microbes and contaminants. Most people would avoid this water source at all costs, but I see opportunity. I have all the materials needed to turn this swamp water into drinkable H2O all around me. First, I need containers to collect and process this water. I'll use the most basic design known to man, the bamboo pipe. These stalks are very tall, so I'll need to cut them down and carve them open, creating a giant natural straw. Unfortunately, the only tool sharp enough to cut through such thick walls is a knife. But I don't have a knife. However, I do have stones, sharp rocks collected from riverbeds. After walking some distance upstream, I find the perfect rock. Now I need to sharpen it further, making sure it's ready to slice through the toughest bamboo stalks. Now it's time to find the largest and healthiest looking clump of bamboo. Using the stone knife, I make a shallow cut all the way around the stalk. Now it's a matter of slicing through the tough fibrous walls. Splitting the tube open, I have a perfectly hollow pipe. All I need to do now is rinse out the inside, and I'm good to go. I scrape off any remaining skin, then remove the excess dirt, leaving behind a pristine, smooth tube. The thickest sections of this stalk will form the base of our future filter. The hollow tubes will be used as the main vessel to hold the layers of material, so I cut them into smaller pieces. Then it's a matter of stacking them, one by one, making sure each end is perfectly sealed. Once complete, I have a custom-made 3-tier filtration system. Now we need to add the filtering layers. As you may already know, I'll be using natural materials to purify this water. My first layer will be gravel and pebbles. Search nearby and gather the cleanest stones I can find. Next, I move on to the sand, which should be soft, fluffy, and slightly moist. I find the perfect spot near a riverbed and dig for some pristine white quartz sand. Now we need some activated charcoal. Luckily, there's a small charcoal pile left over from an old campfire. What I'm going to do next might surprise you, but everything has its purpose. The first layer is simple. It's a gravel trap to catch any large particles and keep them out of the rest of the filter. I lay the flattest stones in the bottom of each chamber and fill them up, then repeat the process for every other compartment. Now let's move on to the second layer. Sand is great at removing microscopic particles and bacteria. I mix it with some of the charcoal and fill up the middle chamber. It's important to pack each layer evenly to make sure no air pockets remain. We're now on to the final layer, the real star of the show, activated charcoal. I take the remaining charcoal pieces, break them into smaller segments, and sprinkle them on top of the sand layer. I make sure there's an even distribution and then compact it to form a tight barrier. Finally, I place some gravel on top to keep the charcoal in place. Now we need to get to work. I use a leaf to scoop up some of the grossest water I can find, then pour it into the first compartment. You'll notice the water instantly starts to clear up as it passes through the initial gravel filter. I collect the filtered water in my coconut cup and bring it back to the main swamp. Here I repeat the process, pouring in more and more of the filthy water. After several refills, I notice something incredible. Each pour is cleaner than the last. I've now created a closed-loop filtration system. The water coming out of the third compartment is completely drinkable. That means we've successfully removed all contaminants, leaving us with pure, fresh water. This discovery has been known for centuries. Charcoal's porous structure traps impurities, making it ideal for water filtration. By layering these materials, we create a multi-barrier defense against contaminants. Gravel tackles sediment, sand removes impurities, and charcoal neutralizes toxins. It's a trio that's tough to beat. But the best part? It's sustainable. Nature provides the materials, and we provide the know-how to use them. Even in the harshest environments, we can turn threats into solutions. But it doesn't stop there. The real magic lies within each of us. Our minds have the power to turn any obstacle into a stepping stone. Survival isn't just about enduring, it's about adapting, learning, and evolving. When faced with the harsh realities of nature, we're forced to rely on our instincts, adapt to ever-changing conditions, and evolve into resourceful survivors. And this journey is far from over. The path ahead might seem unclear, but I'm confident in my ability to navigate through challenges and uncertainties. With each obstacle, I grow more resilient. Every problem becomes a puzzle to solve, every setback a lesson to learn. I trust in my own strength, resilience, and resourcefulness to carry me through. I believe in my ability to adapt, to find solutions, to evolve. I am ready to embrace the unknown because I know I have what it takes to survive and thrive on this forgotten path. And that's why I continue to walk this path, to remember what the world forgot, that survival is a state of mind. A skill honed by our ancestors, passed down through generations. It's about embracing the wildness within us and connecting with nature on a primal level. The water is clear, but is it safe to drink? Let's find out. I take a deep breath, close my eyes, and take a sip. The water is cool, crisp, and refreshing. It quenches my thirst and revitalizes my body. I open my eyes, savoring the moment. It tastes like freedom, like resilience, and pure, unadulterated life. Today, I shared with you the secrets of transforming the mundane into the extraordinary. I showed you how to take ordinary materials like bamboo and stones and turn them into something extraordinary, a life-saving water filter. I hope this demonstration has sparked a sense of wonder and curiosity in your own survival toolkit. But my journey doesn't end here. I'm always pushing beyond my limits, exploring new frontiers of survival and self-reliance. I want to invite you to join me on this incredible adventure. Subscribe to my channel and become part of this growing community. Together, we'll uncover the hidden potential within each of us and the power of the natural world. It's time to tap into your inner strength, to embrace the wildness within you, and to discover the incredible things you're capable of achieving.
Yes.
Remember, the only limit is your own imagination. Let your curiosity guide you. Let your spirit of adventure lead the way, and let's explore the endless possibilities that await us. Before we part ways, I want to hear from you. What survival skills have you discovered that have made a real difference in your life? Share your stories in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation. Till next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and always remember to embrace the wildness within.